This is Total Nonstop Impact. This is the Throwback Show, and this is NWA TNA number 22. Hit it, Jaybone. Let's get this thing started.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday night impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha skin manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise! This is the good stuff.
Welcome, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI network. And this is the Throwback Show, episode NWA TNA, episode number 22. This is Trent Long, my co-host, Jaybone. Jaybone, say hello to the people.
What is up?
I got it right. I got the point right. That's because Kyle's not here yet. He's going to be joining us. He's coming in. He's working on some stuff. You guys like that new intro, Jaybone? The new intro? Beautiful job.
I love it. I love it. I wish I could take credit for it, man. Kyle was on point with that. He even cleaned up the little thing in the little TV in the corner.
TV in the corner right there.
Got the dirt off of it.
Guys, I gotta say, our production team of Jaybone and Kyle. This is the production. They're not just the co-hosts. I'm just a schlum, Jaybone. I'm just a guy on camera, and I just do all the talking. I got a big mouth.
You're the rock star. You just be the rock star. It's all good, man.
That's true, but you guys make it happen. Jay, you make it happen. You and Kyle do all the behind the scenes stuff. I do the promotion. I'm kind of like the what do you say? The Flavor Flav, all hype man sometimes, you know, but these guys do incredible work, guys. But let's kill. Okay, big news. Butters called it out in the chat. Guys, Jaybone, you announced it. This was your baby. I want you to announce it because you made all the effort on this one. Go ahead and announce the big news. The news. Hot news.
Hot news. I don't have any sound bits, but that's okay.
Nope, okay.
Thank you, everyone. I've been plugging this like crazy lately. I did not think we were going to get this before Rebellion Night 2. I was really hoping so, because when we're doing the whole simulcast just on Twitch during Impact, we literally did it last minute, didn't have a big audience, and it'll grow over time, I'm sure. But I did not think we were going to hit our first goal of affiliate on Twitch. We got our first 50 followers. Thank you so much. I mean,
in just what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What did we start doing this, Jay?
It was the goal was you had to do it in a month. So it was we did this, I think, a week after we left the lounge. So it was less than a month. We hit 50.
Oh, beautiful. Guys, thank you very much. We are now Twitch affiliates. I got to still finish the sign up. We just got the email like maybe right before we went on the air. I just saw the email. They said we got to sign on and we got to put in all the info. So now you guys can cheer bits.
Zach's in here.
Zach, what's going on, man?
What's up,
you guys can cheer bits, which means I can finally afford to eat something other than ramen noodles, J-Bone. I'm living in this bachelor pad. I eat ramen noodles daily. Guys, you can cheer bits. I can finally eat a decent meal once in a while, for God's sake.
Ramen and tuna.
Ramen and tuna straight out of the can, sitting on a stool watching 80s sitcoms in my kitchen alone.
His apartment's starting to stink.
I haven't left here in a month. I'm going nuts. But guys, thank you very much. We are now Twitch affiliates. It'll be official by tomorrow's show. You can definitely, I don't know. I'm kind of a Twitcher. I'm not really much of a Twitcher. So if you are,
we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning it too. Cheer bits, share it, whatever the hell it happens. But we're going to keep pushing Twitch. I love it. I absolutely love it that we guys made this happen for us. So thank you very much about that. Really cool. And Jay was a big part of. He made a lot of that happen. So Jay, thank you for really pushing on that, man. That was really cool. So guys, we're here to do NWA TNA number 22. This is a big episode, Jaybone. We tried getting. Now you saw the cover photo that Jay made. Jay makes the amazing artwork. You saw the artwork, right? Now the artwork you saw it. It was Jeff Jarrett and Vince Russo. This is a big episode. This is the debut of Vince Russo. I took a shot, Jaybone. You saw me. I shot my shot.
You did.
Now, me and Vince know each other. Very, very, very brief. I'm a subscriber to his Patreon and his extra shows and the brand network, and we follow each other. But I said, I'm going to shoot my shot. He does podcasts like all day, Jaybone, like 10 a day. It's crazy. And I said, all right, I'm gonna ask.
I thought I was busy.
Oh, he does like insane amounts a day. And I said, I'm gonna try. So I sent a message and a tweet. I said, Vin, you want to be on the podcast tonight? Could you be on? And it's your debut on TNA. Could you be on the show? And I'm gonna check one more time, just in case. No reply. No reply, Jaybone. They didn't get back. But I just did it like an hour and a half ago. The guy's busy. Like I said, Jay, he does like 12 podcasts a day. It's insane. So took a shot. If he by chance he pops in here, we're gonna pop him. We're gonna get him in here.
There you go.
But guys, big episode. Jay, not much news in the world. Do you have any news you want to talk about? I mean, we got Rebellion tomorrow, right? I mean, is there anything else?
No, I don't think so. Like no last minute excuse me. No, not that I can think of.
Well, how about this? I got some news. Show them the shirt you're wearing and what you got in the mail today.
I can show that. Yeah, okay. So we were on not on, but we were watching this last trivia thing on Friday night. The Preppy Pirate Outfitters. Say that 10 times really fast.
And what was that affiliate guys? Back Porch Sippin' or something?
Back Porch Sippin' is an affiliate, and they were streaming it live on their Facebook too, is where we were watching it all.
Right.
And we were watching Johnny Swinger do the trivia. It was a lot of fun. Trent won.
I won the trivia, guys. I won the trivia with Johnny Swinger. I don't know what the hell I'm getting. I didn't get my package. Jay did get his stuff.
Today was a big mail day.
Yeah, show them what you got before we start here. You got some good
so
stuff.
I ordered a shirt. It was the least I could do for them coming on. They got Swinger on our podcast. Yeah. I was very appreciative of that. So I'm like, I'll order a shirt, and I'll order.
Shirt, Jay. It's a nice shirt.
Thank you. Hey, it gives a little class to smash. We got the bandana.
Look at that's a cool bandana.
This is it's different. It's different,
like it.
And it matches the shirt. I was gonna wear it, but it's kind of stiff. It's gotta get washed.
You gotta break it in a little bit.
But then,
go ahead, show them the other thing.
But then, because I ordered while they were live, I got the discount. I got the Jabroni Hefferino discount.
Jabronsky Hefferino.
The Jabronsky head. I screwed up my own gimmick, damn it. So, and then this, because I ordered during it while they did the trivia, we got the signing from Johnny Swinger on a free one. This one's gonna get framed.
How cool is that, huh? Johnny
Swinger autographed bandana.
That's the one he wears to the ring. They said that's the same design he wears.
He wears their stuff, right?
Yeah. So they're kind of like they're his official merch guys. That's what he wears all their stuff to the ring.
Right.
And look at this. Look at this, Jaybone. My God.
I had no clue. Like, I talked about this the other night, and I had no clue how big this was going to be. I got this in the mail today. This came from the missus.
Look, birthday present. Look at that.
Try to get the glare off of there.
Look at as an official show used turnbuckle from Bound for Glory.
This is one of 8. So
is it numbered?
It's numbered. Yeah, it's one of 8. So if you go on the website, you'll see that there's one gone. I can't believe these aren't all gone, but
they're a little pricey, but hey, a little bit.
So this is and this is also going to go in a special case. So we got Ken Shamrock, we got Brian Cage, who was champ at the time.
Yeah.
We got Callahan and Moose.
He got the main and semi-main. That the one you got is pretty awesome, Jay. Like that's the two attraction matches of the show, and you got the main. That's awesome, man.
Now,
and you were at the show.
The site said, "Yeah, man, that was such an amazing trip to meet,
So cool.
to hang with you, and then to meet Whoopsie and just running all over Chi-Town. Just
You had a great time.
What an adventure!
You got to meet Bill, who's also in the chat. He said he got his package today, his swinger package too, or swinger swag. I should reword that for all you dirty minds in the chat that can't say these certain words. Hey, Johnny Swinger merch swag bag.
The swinger swag. There we go.
Yeah, swinger swag. There we go. He got it. So you guys both got it. I won the goddamn contest. I didn't get enough. I got enough. So what happens here?
I don't know what you were supposed to. I'm guessing the autograph.
I'm guessing the 8x10, maybe. Maybe they folded it and shoved it in my mailbox. I haven't checked my mail today, but that's great.
You better check it.
I better check it. Great stuff, Jay. I'm glad you. We're all super jealous of that turnbuckle. That's cool as hell. Very nice, very nice. Well, cool. That's not much news, guys. Rebellion Night 2 is on tomorrow. We got an all-out bonanza going on. We're going to be co-streaming it on Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, we're co-streaming it on Twitch again. That was very successful last week. And then 30 minutes after, we'll be going live with the show as we are on all the platforms: Twitch, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube. And then we have a special guest tomorrow. Stay tuned. I'm just putting it out there. Watch the social media at We Talk Impact. Putting little clues out, whatever we put out. Watch tomorrow. I'm just going to let you guys know.
I didn't know if you were going to say it tonight or not. I just didn't want to.
Oh, I'm just saying we got a guest. I didn't say who the guest is. I'm saying we got a guest.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to announce it tonight.
Well, I kind of let it spill. If I don't know what we agreed upon, but I guess I did let it spill. A little birdie in my ear is telling me that maybe I did let it spill. But what the hell, guys? Join us tomorrow. We got a special guest. That's all I'm going to say. We'll leave it at that. But
I did not get any lollipops HD. No, I did not.
No lollipops for the man. All right,
I still got some, and then after tomorrow night, I'm going on vacation, so I will restock up. I'll be good.
Guys, don't forget. Let's just remind everybody. There's some news. Jaybone is on vacation starting after tomorrow's show. So he's going to do Rebellion night 1 and 2. He's going to get them all hosted up for me.
I am not missing tomorrow.
You can't miss tomorrow. He's going to get them all up. He's going to get them all downloaded, everything up like he does. The amazing producer he is. He's going to get it all out there for iTunes and everything. Then he's on break. Kyle will take over the behind the scenes for the Impact Plus Weekly on Saturday or Friday, whatever the hell we want to do it. And Jaybone's off for a couple weeks. So next week's throwback show will be just Kyle and I. Maybe we'll throw a guest in there. Maybe I'll get referee Nate or Basil to come in and watch that with us.
There you go.
Maybe we'll bring somebody in. But Jaybone's off. Don't bother him. Don't bug him. Let him relax. He needs a break. No smash. He's not doing this. He's just taking a little chill.
Putting the phone down.
He's putting it down. He needs a break. The guy's been going hard AF for years now. So let the guy take a breather. He's going to come back refreshed, and we're gonna knock this thing out of the park. Jay, we're Twitch affiliates. God damn it, you guys definitely can't stay away for too long now. So you got to be back.
No, and that motivates me. Let me tell you, I was doing some research, and I'll get to this statement in a second because I do want to talk about that just for a minute briefly.
Okay.
Because I did see that is interesting, Vonville. I am motivated. There have been things that have been happening over the course of the last week while I've been prepping for my going away, and I'm like, it gets me excited because when I made my announcement, I was about as low as I could possibly get. But I'm getting excited for tomorrow. I'm planning on some new intro, some new production stuff for Smash's podcast, and I mean, I'll be helping these guys behind the scenes do covers and stuff, so I'm not going to be 1,000% away.
I literally virtually hung on to his ankle. I said, Jay, please, you guys don't make the artwork. You do the best artwork. Please don't leave me without the artwork. I don't know a thing about Photoshop. Can you please set up the artwork and just do a little bit when you got time? And so He's going to gracefully do that for us. I appreciate it, Jay. Thank you. Love you for that, as always. So, but guys, no, he's not going to be on the air. He's not going to be on. He's going to relax. He'll spend time with Mrs. Jaybone. He's going to take a few lollipops and take a chill.
I'm going to like, what was I just watching yesterday? Oh, I was binge watch. I was getting back into my Breaking Bad. I mean, was it season 4 I just started?
Oh, good stuff, Jay.
Just insane. Oh my God.
You're not even ready. You don't even know what to expect. You think this is nuts? Just
like each season just gets a little more haywire, and the relationships and the unbelievable.
It's a perfect show. It's a perfect show. You'll like it. Nobody say anything. Nobody say anything in the chat. Don't ruin it for Jay. But all right, Jay, anything else you want to talk about? You got one little piece of news about Deonna.
Oh yeah, I'll pop this. Deonna Purrazzo talking about how she is. She said one of her best friends, Britt Baker, I believe. She was in a tag team with Britt in the Indies. Was it Fire and Ice or something?
I don't know.
They ever do AAW?
Never had them. We never had. We booked Britt once with the hope of getting Cole to come with her. Danny really liked Adam Cole, and it didn't work out. And then we got Britt once early. It was like Britt and Tessa early on, like they were, and Rachel Ellering, like they were all so young at the time. Evil Elise was there too. We had them all real early.
Starting to get some buzz. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty early on, but never had Deonna. We never had Deonna.
Yeah. So it was, I don't remember the exact wording, but something to the effect of she wants to, she's excited about signing someplace else and sticking it to WWE. So it went, hey, AEW and Impact's women's division are both great, so wherever she goes, she'll be more than welcome. I hope she goes to Impact and it could just step up the Impact knockouts even a little further. Because, there's a few knockouts in the knockouts division that, a little question mark, they're not sure exactly where they're going or when they're leaving within the next, 6 months to a year. So, yeah, it'd be nice to just, get some fresh ones in there and really go into the summer and fall time. Boom, slamming with some great new women,
Start ramping them up, guys.
We got Kylie Ray is a huge. I don't think some people may not realize how big of a step that is, how much of a notch that is up for the knockouts division. If you're not sold on it yet, if you don't know, all I can say is, and Trent will back me up on this, just wait.
Yeah, no kidding. Just wait, guys. But very cool. All right, Jay, let's jump into it. NWA TNA number 22, Nashville TNA Asylum. This is part of the Wednesday night pay-per-views. This took place on, I believe it was November 20th, right, Jay? November 20th, 2002. And this is we're almost at the end of within the first 6 months of the show being live, the company being around. So what did I bait and switch, Deco? What did I bait? What's he talking about? What's he talking about, Jay? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, guys, this was a historic episode. This was a big. This is one that they really built up to. 22 weeks. This is 5.5 months. This is going to be very interesting. This is a very interesting episode. Let's kick this thing off, Jay. We start off with a sit down. Truth is sitting down with TNA, talking about his match against Jeff Jarrett, how he's prepping for it, getting ready for it. And he says Mr. Wrestling 3 is not even on his mind right now. TNA just sneaks it in there. He lets him know, hey, what up? Wrestling 3 never answered my contract. He's like, I can't even think about that right now. Jay, I love these sit downs with Mike TNA, though. I gotta say, I love them. I think it adds a realism to it, right? Like, it just adds a real cool seriousness to the show. These little sit downs. Oh, that's a great shirt, Trent. Thank you. I dig it. I dig when they do that. It adds it's like, wow, this is kind of like a big fight feel when you have those sit downs. I don't know. I'm a big TNA guy, Jay. I love when TNA gets serious. It's like sportscasters.
Oh yeah, and it brings a little more realism to everything, and you get to, instead of the hothead R-Truth coming into The Warriors. Yeah, they've been all over Chi-Town. I know I've seen a bunch of different stuff on YouTube.
They did work Warrior Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the sit down. R-Truth is always a hothead when he comes to the ring. But when he's sitting down here with TNA, it's all, I mean, he throws in a bunch of realism as far as like, where he came from.
I like it.
What he's going through. So it's a little bit of, kayfabe, a little bit of storyline. It's,
It adds like that real like grit to it where I'm like, man, they're taking this. This is a big fight feel. So I dig that. We go right from that, guys, over to the opening match, Divine Storm with Trinity. This is Trinity's debut. Trinity. And what a debut. And I love Trinity. You guys are just watching along with us on Impact Plus. Trinity becomes a huge deal in TNA. She is a very big part of TNA. I would love, Jay, if she would have been part of that reunion. So if they are still doing the reunion at some point, she's got to be a part of it. But Divine Storm with Trinity taking on Easy Money and Sonny Siaki. Where did this team come from, Jay? All of a sudden, Sonny Siaki is just teaming up with random people. I get the feeling. Yeah,
he didn't look happy.
Not at all. You could see it in his face that he had that look on his face like, you guys don't know what the fuck to do with me. You guys don't know what to do with me right now.
It's like Easy Money. He's like all excited. This is like his second or third match out there. He's second match. I think he debuted last week. I think this is all part of the same taping though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But he came out last week. I think he got a win. I'd have to double check my notes. But he came out there, and Siaki is just itching to get to that next. Like he just got rid of the flying Elvises. He's finally free of them. Everybody's starting to break free except for Estrada.
He's trying. Estrada's going to be on the show later. He's trying. It just doesn't. Anyway, we'll get to Estrada.
He's still wearing the suit.
Yeah.
But Siaki comes out and he's sweating, he's ready to go, and he looks like $1 million, but he's got this look on his face like, I got to tag with this new guy.
Yeah, who's the new guy?
You see, I mean, they worked well together. Maybe not quite as well as this other team who was more established, even though I don't think the fans knew who they were. Maybe local fans, but I don't think the TV audience knew who they were.
No, their debut to Divine Storm. TNA give a little background. They were trained by Mikey Whipwreck.
Yes.
Alongside the SAT. So they're from the same school in New York. NYWC, I believe, is the school. So, which Kyle goes to every now and then. So they're part of the same deal. And I remember, Jay, Divine Storm. They were a big deal. They had some buzz going on the Indies around this time. They really were making their rounds on the Indies. So that was pretty cool to see them. But Easy Money and Siaki get the win. So with the Siakalypse now. Pretty easy match. You could, like you said, Jay, Siaki was not happy about being in this tag team. I don't think he had any interest in, like, you could just see it on his face where he's just like, what the hell are you guys doing with me?
And if it was all his character, he sold it like $1 million, if that's all it was. Because I mean, even after the win, the ref's like, hey, let me raise your hand. He's like, get the off me,
Yeah, something was up with Siaki for sure here. I think what it is that they pushed him so fast. Like they started off with the Elvises, then the breakup went like so quick. Then he eliminated his buddies, and he went to all these heights, random tag teams, big wins, and all of a sudden it's like, what do we do with you now? We have Red, who's the shiny new character here on the X division, so we're not going to focus you here. You're not in the tag team anymore. The heavyweight division's all tied up. What the hell do you do with him? And that was it. So we were stuck for stuff to do for him. So it was interesting where Siaki is. I want to, if you're following along with us, watch Siaki closely. I want to see, really pay attention to where he goes, because I know they eventually they build him back up. Siaki definitely gets his due. I can tell you that right now. But I never paid attention. Just watching it back now, you kind of pay attention to stuff.
And he stuck with him for a while because he was there when I started watching in 2005 on Fox.
I think he left at the end of 05, early 06, maybe 07 even. But he left, 07. I think he went to the WWE developmental after that. So they lack of direction. They didn't really know what to do with him. But yeah. So anyway, next segment, guys. Jim Mitchell comes out with Belladonna, and he talks about how simply having control of the tag team titles isn't enough, as he says. He's a thirst for more blood and more gold. So, and he wants the heavyweight title, Jay. And this, I know you love this because you love a good mauling. Malice comes out and just murders this jobber named Kory Williams. Destroys him. And I know Jay loves a good mauling. You know, when Jay was a roughneck, you know, beating up innocent people in bars back in the day. This is the kind of mauling he would do, right, Jay? Yeah. But he just came in and just ran over him like a truck. Did you see this? He killed this kid.
He did. And I think it was even more frustrating because I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was some kind of botch towards the end of the match, and then he finished him off with a finisher.
Yeah.
So I think that legit frustrated him even more and wanted to kill him even more. But
yeah, then the kid didn't know how to take it or something, and he got so pissed and just hit him with another deck up. You could tell it was like a makeup finisher.
Yeah.
I love the vest he was wearing, Jay. Do you have this on your notes? The vest is.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I hate you or
I
something.
hate you. And just and again, I keep saying this, but it kills me to see. It's like he passes away 3 months after this taping, this viewing right here. Like he's gone.
Yeah.
After this. You know, and it's sad. It's real sad.
Yeah.
Because he like comes in here with a whole renewed focus. You know, he looked amazing here. I was like, man, this could be a run for the title. But he just got lost in that shuffle, man. And they passed away. So sadly about that. And then Belladonna, as we mentioned last week, she just passed away last year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That is the one downer thing about it's like, 'cause we love, you know, the retro feel to this, you know, from almost 20 years ago and the beginning of the company and how batshit crazy everything was with the new people and everything. And yet there's moments where we look at this growing roster and it's like there's moments of sadness. Like we love talking about these people, but some of them aren't around anymore, you know?
It's true. It makes it tough, guys. It makes it real tough. It's like, damn, you know, it is 20 years nearly. So it's like you are going to not have some people around, but these people are too young, you know, unfortunately. But
hey, for those that came in late, you want to tell everybody where Kyle is?
Actually, your guess is as good as mine. He said he's going to be here, guys. He's running late. He was in here with Jay earlier doing some production stuff. He said, go ahead and start rolling. He'll jump in here in just a little bit. He had some stuff to take care of at home and whatnot.
I like this. So cool Kyle.
Kyle. What you mean?
Never thought of him as cool.
What you mean, convict Kyle? Hey, Jay, you want to throw the title up? We'll fill in that gap on the screen until Kyle shows up.
I can do that.
Throw that in until Kyle shows up, just so we can fill in the void he's leaving for us here while I set up the next match. The SATs guys come out and take on the Harris twins. We're officially a tag team now. So after all, the Harris twins oddly booked, Jay, throughout this whole thing, oddly booked up and down, just like bizarre. You know, the way he's a heel, they're against each other, they're helping each other out, they're teaming with other people. What is going on? You know, it's like all this random shit with the Harris boys, and they finally decide after 22 episodes that they're going to team them up now. So like,
it was a nice little build, a nice little storyline. It just was funny how it all took place.
It just ended up having nothing to it, though. You know, it had nothing to show for. Like, what are we showing for this? It just went nowhere to me, and I think it did him a disservice. He lost almost 20 weeks with these guys doing nothing. And it's like, well, okay, fine. Now they're a team. They should have been a team to begin with. But read that comment.
This is from Cohen.
Go ahead.
I want to thank Jaybone for helping to keep Blow Pop in business during this time.
You know,
it's actually Dum-Dums. You're close enough, though. It's okay.
Somebody needs to sponsor you, Jaybone. Well, yeah, I mean, I got a sponsorship out of this at some point, endorsement for Dum-Dums.
Either for Dum-Dums, drinking water, or the occasional shot, you know, something. We'll get something going here.
If you guys missed the Impact Plus weekly on Saturday, Jaybone was hammered. He was absolutely hammered.
I don't drink anymore. I did 3 shots. It was fun.
It was his birthday. He went nuts. He was breaking stuff. He punched the skeleton. He punched Manny Bones. It was rambunctious. We had to shut his screen off for a minute. It was nuts. But anyway, let's keep going on here, Jay. You better keep calm down today, please.
When's Sammy coming back?
Oh, geez, I don't know. You guys missed. If anybody missed out on Saturday, Sammy Callahan, quote unquote, was on the show, wishing Jaybone a happy birthday. So we'll see. Maybe he'll come back again. Who knows?
You got to watch the episode. The segment was priceless.
It was pretty good. He wished Jaybone a happy birthday. So check it out. So, the Impact Plus Weekly we do every weekend, breaking down Impact Plus.
There you go.
All right, we're in the SATs and Harris twins. Winner gets a tag team title shot. So these are the SATs are on fire, like up to this point, right, Jay? Like they're just rolling. Kyle's in rehab or jail. He might. There's no odds against that. Absolutely not. The winner gets tagged out. It was a pretty good match. It was like they were kind of. It didn't really mesh. The Harris boys were doing high spots here. It kind of was weird, Jay. Like I didn't see that coming. But the Harris brothers get the win on this one, get the tag team title shot next week. So, I don't know. Did you find it weird that the Harris boys were doing, like, top rope suicidas? I was like, where's this coming from?
Oh, the fact that he did R-Truth move. He spins over the top rope.
Yeah.
Was that a spinning plancha?
I guess, yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Spinning plancha?
Yeah, a 300-pound guy is not supposed to do a spinning plancha. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, it looked like a train wreck, but it was beautiful at the same time.
It had to hurt the SAT. It looked like it hurt them. Like this big, thick guy just flying at it.
They're half his size, for God's sake. You got to have at least two of them catching him.
Unreal.
And he was spinning, so it's like, I would not would have wanted to be those guys. No,
it was definitely intense. Didn't see that one come, but so they win. They get the Harris brothers get the win, get the tag team title shot. So next week it's them. I feel it's super rushed on the Harris boys. You just put them back on it as a team. They're getting a tag team title shot. I mean, who am I to knock it? At the same time, obviously you're booking week to week in a way. You have to kind of account for that. So I get it. Interesting little footnote here, Jay. They went right from this to the cage dancers, and they're running down the upcoming NWA affiliate shows. Did you catch that? Like, oh, this weekend NWA is going to be here. NWA is going to be here, here, and here. They named a show at the College of Lake County in Grays Lake, Illinois. Grays Lake, which is kind of in between where Jay and I live. It's like kind of on the border between Illinois and Wisconsin. I went to that show, Jay, the one that my TNA was hyping up. I was
really?
at that show, yeah. And they're like Ace Steel, AJ Styles. I was at that show at the College of Lake County, and it was an all-star show. I remember it was low key, and all these guys were there, man. It was nuts.
Oh, that must have been just
AJ
a banger of a show.
It was great. What was
the yeah, we have to check this out. Sammy Callahan's got his own Twitch channel too. Man, he's blowing up all over the place. What a guy.
Sammy, you got to keep in mind, Sammy is a tech guy. Like he went to school for video editing and tech. So the guy knows what he's doing, man. Like the guy, he's filling his time. He's absolutely filling his time. So good for him. Good for him. You were gonna say something, Jay?
Yeah, what the hell were we talking about?
We're talking about the show, College of Lake County show.
Oh, what? Do you remember what the headliner for that was?
Oh man, I think if I remember correctly, because I went to a few shows there, it might have been Low Key and Jerry Lynn, or no, Low Key and Low Key and AJ or Low Key and Jerry Lynn. I mean, it was like a TNA show, basically. You know what I mean? In that sense, it was like a TNA show. So it was definitely like something along those lines, man. I really, really enjoyed it. There's definitely great memories going to these shows back in 02, 03, 04. Right. We go from that, guys. Goldilocks in the back with April. And April's a terrible actress here. Jaybone, she is just struggling to get these lines out. And I get it. She was a local dancer or something. She was not a professional. She was not there to be a wrestler. So she's just kind of making it work. So the best way I can put it, she's making it work. So it was pretty awkward the way she's saying it. But
confiding in Goldie.
It was like Goldie's calling her out there. She's like, you're full of shit and this and that. I was like, Goldie's a tough broad.
Practically calling her a little hoe. I mean, yeah. It was just crazy, yeah. But then it takes a weird twist later. We'll get into that.
Oh, now She questions her why you were in the shower with Bruce last week. And she's like, what are you talking about? I wasn't in the shower. Like, she's obviously choppy lines and all that. But she's like, I was in the shower. Bruce, you're lying, Goldie, blah, 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 blah. And then he did saying production's playing a trick on you guys. So Bruce walks in out of nowhere to console her. He's like, Goldie, you're so mean. You're so mean. Oh, my God. You know, production's trying to trick her.
He's holding her.
He's holding
and it's
her.
like, yeah, wait, what?
He's like, she's like, well, Goldie was like, what were you doing in the shower with her? And he's like, I am a gay man, Goldie. Okay. I am a gay man. And I was not there. You're denying, you're just making these things up. All of a sudden,
then
Lenny comes out. And it's like, you're a fake gay guy. I'm a real gay guy. You're a phony, and I'm going to expose you, and I should be Miss TNA now. And then does he take the crown, Jay? He takes the crown from him, right? He's like, I'm the new Miss TNA, and he takes the crown.
He's trying to wrestle the what is that called?
The sash?
The sash and the crown off of him. And while he's doing that, Brian Lawler comes and attacks the whole shebang. It's like, what?
Beats the shit out of Bruce.
My God.
It's like chaotic. This whole segment's chaotic, but it's like fun, but chaotic. So much going on here.
It's a gorgeous train wreck.
Oh, I mean, you can't stop watching it. This odd segment is like, I kind of want to know where April goes next now. Like, what happens next? And we get a hint of it. Jaybone, we get a hint of where she goes next. So we're going to find out just a second. But great segment. We go from that, guys, right to a match. Jorge Estrada, like Jay said, still hanging on to the Flying Elvis. Still hanging on to the Flying Elvis gimmick. He can't let it go, Jay. He just cannot let it go.
The hair's getting bigger and bigger, too. It's great.
Comes out with Priscilla taking on. This was a weird match, Jay. He took on some guy named Crimson Dragon, who nobody knew who the hell he was, and then AJ Styles, and then
did you look up who Crimson Dragon is?
I did not. I didn't look it up. Did you look at it? Because here's the thing: TNA kept teasing, like, I've never seen this guy before. I wonder who he is. I don't, and I know everything about everybody back here. Like, they were almost teasing, like you were gonna get a preview of who it is. Like they were gonna get a mass preview. It was such a cheesy, typical Crimson Dragon. Like it was meant to be cheesy on purpose. But who the hell was he? That's what I don't know. Like literally TNA teased it like he was going to tell us, like it was going to be revealed. But the match started off a little slow. It built up nicely, Jay. I got to say, it built up nice, and the finish was fantastic. That finish was cool. Do you remember the finish, Jay?
AJ Styles, just like when you see who's getting introduced, and then you're like, oh, AJ Styles is in the match. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, but the finish was AJ Styles giving a second rope Styles clash with two Crimson Dragon onto Jorge Estrada, and this was the best part of it, Jay. The best part of it was, and I hope you have written down the pin at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Tell him about the pin. This to me was fantastic.
He does a Styles clash off the second rope with Crimson onto Estrada, pins them both.
And he's pinning one and he's holding the leg of the other. And actually, Millard Harris in the chat is saying it was Chris Hamrick, Confederate Chris Hamrick. But now this makes sense because the leg drop from the top rope was very Chris Hamrick. Like he gave this amazing top rope leg drop, and that's like a Chris Hamrick move.
I'm on the prowrestling.fandom.com, and yeah, Chris, I have no clue who this guy is, but he did bits in ECW, Smoky Mountain, NWA, where he was in a WWF back in 1994.
He was a jobber on Raw, and he was known to take the most insane bumps. If you guys can look this up on YouTube, Jay, you need to look this up too when we're done. There's a match he has against the 1-2-3 Kid on Raw.
Oh, nice.
Where he takes a bump where he literally soars out of the ring through the top and middle rope, flat backs to the outside. And it was like his custom bump that he took. And the guy was super agile. And Confederate currency, Chris Hamrick, it was Chris Hamrick, Julio De Niro, and Easy Money in ECW. And there were all money related gimmicks, Julio De Niro, Easy Money, Confederate currency. It was great. His top rope. So that was him. That explains the top rope. Thank you, Millard. That explains the top rope leg drop because he was known for freaking soaring, Jay, in this leg drop. Real quick, guys, do you want to put up that comment from the scumbag himself? He left a comment in the chat there, right under Millard's comment. Go ahead and display that so we can just let everybody know.
That's not it.
No, but 2 above that one. Go ahead and put that up for everybody, just so we can tell you guys.
Aha!
Scumbags in a checkers/rallies induced coma will be on tomorrow. Man, I have not had checkers or rallies. Jay, do we even have them in the Midwest anymore? There's got to be like one.
I grew up in Milwaukee, and there was a checkers. Let's see, I was a teenager, and checkers started when I was a teenager. So over 30 years ago. Yeah. First one in Milwaukee area was just blocks away from my house.
Oh,
I have a horrible story to go along with that.
You want a cliffhanger that for the end of the show? We could do that. Or is it short?
It's short and sweet. I was working some stocking job, It was in high school, and I just got like a 25-cent raise, and I was psyched. I took off my t-shirt. I was driving topless. I had all the windows down. I had some goofy ass hairball, heavy metal, crazy window, and I was making the right turn in front of Checkers. And I looked down the road, and there was nobody coming. So I did my right turn and heard along the side of my car. Looked at my rear view mirror, and there was a Checkers employee doing this down the walkway.
What? What was going on? You hit somebody?
Yes.
You hit somebody?
They rolled off my car. I was so scared. I just took off like a bat out of hell.
Are you kidding me? You serious? Wait, what happened?
That's why I always laugh at Scumbag
really
Kyle, because I was a little scumbag when I was younger too.
You hit somebody, Jaybone? Is he dead? What happened to him?
I never went back to Checkers ever again because I never wanted to accidentally run into this person.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Still haunts me to this day. Look at that. It's over 30 years ago and it still comes back.
Is this a work? This has to be a work, guys. I cannot believe wholesome, Midwestern, good God-fearing boy Jaybone. This is unbelievable. Jaybone, you just told that story on the air. I mean, he's alive, right? He didn't die, did he?
I never went back to Checkers ever again. I don't know.
This has to be a work. This is a wrestling podcast. Nothing is true. Nothing is true. He's working us. He's working us. I'm not believing this shit. There's no way. There's no way. Jaybone, do not mess with me here. This is a work. My God. My God. Do not joke about these things. Jesus. Millard is saying that we have a rallies here in Illinois where he lives and also in St. Louis. Okay. Next time I'm down there, whenever we can goddamn travel again, I can go check that out. But we'll find out. I'd love to check. They're the best fries, Jaybone. They got great fries. Unbelievable, Jaybone. Do not tell me this shit.
I'd love to go back, but I'm afraid to go back. So I'm afraid there's gonna be some girl in a wheelchair behind the counter. I'll be like, shit, that's her.
Oh my Jesus Christ. What is happening here? What are you saying? This is all work. I'm not buying a bit of this. There's no way Jaybone hit anybody. My God.
They weren't on the road dead. They were just walking down the road. But they were just kind of like,
oh, you love tapped them.
They rolled off my car. I didn't full blown run over them.
God, my God, Jaybone. What the hell's happening here?
It wasn't like this,
Unbelievable. Wow. I don't know how we top that, but I still think this is a work.
Kyle's he'll come up with something easily. He'll be like, that's nothing. I did this the other day.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's shocking. Jaybone, you can't lie to our audience. Guys, he's working us. I'm not buying a bit of this. Does Mrs. Jaybone know about this? She does? All right, shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth. but
she's sleeping. I'm not going to wake her up.
No, do not wake her up. Next match, my God, Jay. Next match, next segment, America's Most Wanted back there with Goldilocks. They're warning the new church. They're basically just setting the threat out that they're not taking this shit, anymore from the new church. Storm, it does the main promo here, but Jay, it's funny to see one of the best promo guys, how choppy he was doing a promo. Like, you see how nervous he was doing this promo. It's like, the new church, yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. Sorry about your damn luck. Like, he just was not confident at all. Yeah. You catch that?
It was short but sweet. He did his famous tagline. It might have been just like bad timing, like, oh hey, by the way, you're on, and then he had no prep time, and who knows,
Yeah, it was like he just seemed choppy. But it's funny what a good promo he has become later on. I mean, it's unbelievable what a good, confident guy. But that shows growth of a character. It's incredible. Next, Jaybone's going to tell us he's the one who ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. My God. Was it you? It was me. It was Jaybone all along. My God, Jay.
I did it for The Rock.
You didn't do anything. I'm not buying any bit of it. He's going for vacation after tomorrow. He's totally working us with this bullshit. I don't believe a damn second. There's no way you'd still live in the same town, Jaybone, if this happened. There's no way. I can't believe that you didn't go back.
I'm a county over.
I can't believe you didn't go back in that direction even when that happened. As long as you didn't run over them. Can you at least get to run over them? Oh my God. All right. We go right to the new church versus AMW rematch from last week. Tag titles on the line. They go right into the match. Intense heat. They run right in. I mean, it's like brawl from the top, Jay. Bloody brawl. They're just killing. But Jay, did you notice something? The new church is more over than AMW here. Did you catch the crowd on this one?
Yeah, they were hot. Totally.
But they were cheering. They were booing AMW there. Kill the cowboy. And they were chanting kill the cowboy at one point. It's crazy.
Oh, see, I didn't catch verbally what they were saying. I just know they were hot.
They were definitely, they've been chanting a lot, but man, new church is super over. They were chanting all sorts of stuff for the new church. They're oddly way more over than AMW is here. And it's pretty crazy. I loved it. AMW gets DQ'd after using new church's spike and to get caught, Storm.
I was surprised Storm did, because they're kind of they've been the heroes of the tag team division, but they really showed some edge here.
A lot of edge.
And it's interesting. This is, I don't know if I said this last week too, but I'll say it again it bears repeating if I did. This is the first team we've really seen work over America's Most Wanted. Really.
True. Get one up on them, right? This is the ones that really
threw them off their game.
Yeah, they kind of threw off the momentum they had, everything. I like the post match though. I mean, AMW went nuts. Storm hits his finisher on Belladonna. Andrew Thomas takes the spike away. Referee Andrew Thomas and gets the catatonic real intensely, all chest. The guy just lands folded over.
Oh yeah.
Andrew Thomas, I believe, and Bill might be able to confirm this. Impact Jacket guy in the Twitch chat, those who don't know. I believe he still works production for Impact now. At least he did in Philly. I met him in Philly last year, and he was working production. I think he's still on the production team at Impact. Could be wrong. Maybe he left, but I know he was working in the production team. So, Bill, if you can confirm that, if you know offhand, if he's still there. But he was a referee from early days too, and he was working for the company up until now, at least. But he took out a hell of a catatonic. Then the AMW takes out security. It was intense. I feel like they got over at the end. The crowd was like, "Man, these guys are kind of fucking tough," Gave them a little bit of respect at the end when they beat the shit out of everybody. So this might have been what turned the corner for AMW a little bit, maybe. But it was insane. Great segment. What do you think, Jay?
Oh yeah, I mean, it just shows that this division is just on fire. I mean, these guys left everything out there, you know.
No, it was real intense. This is a great feud though. This is probably like one of the best feuds of TNA, and I like it. Paul Nelson, your nephew, is saying Uncle is a saint. He wouldn't hurt a bee. I know he's working us. He's leaving us with this shit because you're gonna let us buzz over it like a bee all week, or 2 weeks while he's gone on vacation. Is it's gonna be 3 weeks, whatever the hell it is, Jay. But whatever it is, you're gonna drive us nuts because everybody's like, "Did he really do it?" I'm gonna get so many tweets about this, about people asking me, "Did Jaybone really run over somebody at a Checkers parking lot?" But no, guys, we're not buying it. We're not buying it. The guy can't even hurt anything. He feels guilty opening a plastic bag.
Every time I because it's by my old house and I don't go driving by my old house much, but every time I pass that Checkers, my right eye starts twitching a little bit.
Oh, get the hell out of here. We get a red highlight package here. Amazing red highlight package, but set to some cool ass music, Jay. The music was really cool.
Yeah,
how about that music?
I don't do a lot of the little in between segments. I usually don't write them down, but I wrote down amazing red highlight reel ! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Right. I'm thinking, like, I'm glad I'm not the only one who caught that. That was a cool like video package, and I dig it. I dig that. The music was really cool. And I think, hold on, Dead Punk Gage thing. I think he still works for Impact. He just saw him on one of the diaries. Okay, I think he still does. He's still in the background doing production. Andrew Thomas, that is. Jaybone is going to team up with Ray Strack. Who the hell is Ray Strack?
Race track.
Oh, oh my God! Wasn't that Zach? Zach Wentz wasn't he Ray Strack?
Yeah.
All right, Butters
from the IPWF. Whatever,
yeah. I gotta say, Butters has jumped in here as a hell of a one-liner guy in the chat lately. I mean, Butters the last like couple weeks, he's been delivering like one-liners after another, just jabs, quick jabs in and out.
Jaybone is turning heel on his way. I'm gonna come back like Crow Sting in 3 weeks.
Just like a hero that we needed.
Like the black and the white.
Oh God. You are something else, Jaybone. I don't know what to make of you right now. But Red's back there, a little highlight. He sits down with TNA, getting a little background on who he is, where he comes from, his career. This kid was nervous as shit, Jaybone. 20 years old, first time with a microphone. I think Red was pissing his pants right here, Jay. I can't be the only one who caught this. That kid was nervous.
Very nervous. Very humble.
Never been a microphone guy, never been a talker, but very, very nervous.
And just very young. He's only 20. Been in. He's been wrestling for 4 years, and he said something that I didn't realize. They might have announced it earlier, and I didn't realize it. That the SATs are his cousins. I didn't real. Did they mention that before or no?
A while back they did. That was mentioned after the SATs debuted the first time. That's all the only time they mentioned.
Because they all came out together, right?
Mm-hmm.
That explains it now.
Yeah, they're all together.
Which was actually nice.
Yeah, it was nice. And that's the thing. They had a big falling out recently, from what I understand, in the last couple of years. And then I don't know if they're back together talking. The SATs are looking to come out of retirement. They contacted us about being on the show. Just haven't been able to connect back on a date, but they are back around. They're taking dates again. Once things ease up, they'll be back around. But hopefully we can get them back on here. Just nothing to talk about at this. I'd like to get them on now that they had that good match against the Harrises. We should get them on pretty soon.
There you go.
Just talks about his respect for Jerry Lynn, about the match coming up for the X Division title. We cut to Jerry. He gives his thoughts on it. So it's nice. I love Jaybone can talk about it now because of the statute of limitations. All right, cut this out. I love the big fight feel you get when you get the comments from each guy right prior to the match. It feels like a real event. And I like this comment. I got to read this out. D. Cohen saying this is more entertaining than watching Raw. Thanks. I mean, we got an audience at least, right? Jay, we at least got an audience in here. That's different. I love that. I love the big fight feel. It feels like a fight. It feels serious when you have comments from each guy, and he's like, they're getting their thoughts out, their emotions on each other. Like it's scary. It's like, hey, it's like, what are we gonna, is this gonna be a real fight? Like, I'm really into it now. So they really sell you on it by doing that. So I love that. I like they did it. We go right to Red taking on Jerry Lynn, X Division title. Holy crap! I got to read this comment before Jay will return as a Juggalo Violent Jaybone. Yeah, let's see if he'll ease up on busting me and Kyle's chops about the Juggalos. But
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back with a big old chain necklace with a giant magnet hanging off the end of it.
That's it. Cut him off. I'm glad we're on two segments to go, guys. 2 segments to go. Geez. This was a great match, and I loved about it, Jay. The constant, like, yes, he did play the Priest last year on one of the episodes. You're right, Andrew Thomas did. So he's with the company. The constant roll throughs and the power play and like they're at all times it felt like they were trying to fight for advantage, right? You can, like, what notes do you have on this? Because I that was one of my big notes is they were constantly trying to fight for the advantage. Who's going to roll through, power through, maneuver out here, this and that.
I wrote down the finish because the finish was just devastating. But these guys, the finish, they kept trying to get one up on each other and just couldn't quite get there. Like when you thought the match was over, they'd kick out. There were so many close calls during this. It was unbelievable.
Tons of close calls. They were just constantly trying to find the advantage from one another. And I think that was what made it feel like a fight. It's like, man, they're trying to just constantly maneuver. Oh, I'm going to pin him. No, 2 count. It was fun. But the finish, go ahead and talk about the finish, Jay. That was a great finish.
All right, so they get him up on the second rope, and they're facing out. And Jerry's got him. He sets him up for his pile driver, but he's on the second rope and then drops him into the ring. Amazing Red bounces like 3/4 of the way across the ring after this pile driver and lands on his head. It's just, oh my God.
Cradle pile driver by Jerry. Second rope.
Brutal. So brutal.
Brutal match, man. I like that finish though. He got him though. Jerry Lynn retains the title. I do love after this we go to Don West for the hype, Jay. What did you see? I know you had to written down the sign. There was a sign behind Don West, very distinct, and I had to write that down. I don't know if you did or not. Did you have that one written down at all? There was a very distinct sign behind Don West for this hype segment.
Oh no.
Okay.
I see most of them, but I usually just kind of like ignore them.
There was a guy holding a sign and it said, "Where does Don West buy his clothes?" I just love it.
Oh, beautiful.
I loved it, man. It was cool. They hyped it up. Main event, guys. This was a big one. This was heavy. Jeff Jarrett taking on Round the Truth Killings NWA title on the line. This was huge because 22 weeks since episode 1, Jay, Jarrett's been on the quest, right?
Yeah.
We're talking 5.5 months of just a quest for this title. And he's just like, this is Jarrett's moment, man. He is not letting up on this. This is like what he waited for. He finally got it. I love the trivia that Tanae gave you. Did you write the trivia? This was an amazing piece of trivia though, about Jarrett. Did you catch this?
I love the promo they cut where he's like walking down the train tracks.
Oh yeah, the pre-match like video package. Yeah,
that, and they really made him look like the babyface going into this.
And that's what I had written down too.
After 21 weeks of everybody booing the hell out of him, and then talking about where he came from was right here in the history he's had and all this kind of stuff. And it starts in the beginning of the match and then like halfway through, and this crowd is full blown behind Jarrett. It's unbelievable.
I think it's because they really have sold that story of like he's been trying and trying and trying and trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the fact that the trivia that Tanae gives you before the match starts, The first time Jeff Jarrett set foot into a wrestling ring was as a referee in that very building, Jay, in the Asylum, what became the Asylum, which I thought was pretty cool. Like from like almost an emotional stamp. I'm sure it was very special to him to be able to do that. For the first time he stepped into a ring was in that building, and then he gets to win the title in this building. But like you said, Jay, he's like playing like an odd face in this one. He's like almost a good guy. The crowd just sold on the story, though. But also, Jay, I gotta say, I think they cheered Jarrett because they hated Truth so much. This really was the tale of two heels, but they hated Truth that much.
Yeah, because he crapped on the crowd so much
over the years.
Yeah, but then Jarrett, Jarrett's from there, so if you really think about it, it's pretty. The concept of him turning face like that is actually pretty easy. It didn't take much to flip this crowd.
No,
because they already loved him. It's easy to boo him when he's a heel, but as soon as he turned anything remotely close to a baby face, and yeah, we love you.
Yeah. But Truth was that over as a heel too at the same time. On the other flip side of it, he was like a great fucking heel right here, man.
Yeah.
Great match. They go, I mean, Jarrett's bloody as shit. They're fighting in the crowd.
Truth, all over the place.
All over. Truth gives him a new jack off the balcony through a table. I mean, he's beating the piss out of Jarrett. They get back in the ring. Here's where everything unfolds. Wrestling 3 shows up, guitar in hand, and he teases like he's gonna hit Truth. And he's like, no, I'm gonna hit Jarrett. Then I'm gonna hit Truth. Then I'm gonna hit Jarrett. And he turns and clocks the Truth, knocks him out.
Truth, just that guitar just explodes. Because there's been guitar shots over the years, and some just don't come off. It's like, it kind of cracked and it's kind of hanging, so the effect is gone. No, this guitar just shattered all over Truth. It was shattered. Great.
But here's the thing: we get Wrestling 3 pops in. I'm watching the timer on my I'm like, there's only 40 seconds left, and it's the guy's on the outside, and he gets in. I'm like, are they gonna reveal this? What's going on? He gets in. I mean, they timed it to a fucking T, though. Mm-hmm. He gets in, he faces him, and he takes the mask off, and he throws it into Jarrett's face, and it's Vince Russo.
Unbelievable. And not who I thought it was going to be.
So you saw the photo, I'm sure that, but did you not think that? Did you have any idea before you saw like the preview picture?
I watched everything before I made the preview picture.
Oh, okay, cool. So you didn't see that coming?
Oh no, yeah, I had to watch the whole thing because I didn't know. I knew these two were facing off. I had a feeling there was going to be a surprise, but I didn't know what. I almost thought it was going to be that time that Raven showed up because I'm thinking, okay, it's about the time that Raven shows up. I think that's going to be semi soon.
That's coming up too.
But it wasn't. So, and then I was, should I say who I thought it was going to be? Because I don't want to give something away for the future. Because I know this guy shows up too at some point.
Go ahead. These are 20 years old already. Go ahead.
I thought it. This is true. I thought it was going to be Steve Corino.
Oh, because he's played Mr. Wrestling 5 before. He was number 5, I think. You're right. I forgot about that. Corino has played Mr. Wrestling before.
I saw him in like a thumbnail for some video that's coming down the road somewhere, and I'm like,
he does show up.
Oh, it's Corino. So I thought it was Corino, and then the mask comes off, and I'm like, Russo,
man.
But Tenay's response to this,
the best.
The best response. I mean, and we've been talking about this since we started. This. For what, 5 months ago, 4 or 5, whatever. I'm horrible at math.
Yeah.
However many months we've been covering this now. Tenay and Don West have just been money from day one. But Tenay's response to Russo taking off the mask here, oh my God, he's, oh shit, it's Russo.
Vince Russo just replied to me. And he's like, I'm sorry I missed you. I had to watch Raw for the Raw and SmackDown review I do. Now I'm going to take a shot. Can we keep going for a few? I'm going to respond to him, say, if you're still on your computer, pop on. I'm going to try. Should I give him a shot, Jay?
Sure.
I'm going to tell him, all good, Vince. We just literally talked about the segment, about your segment, about the reveal, and are still online. Want to hop on? Okay, I'm going to take a shot here. All right, I'm going to take a shot. Guys, we're going to hang out for a minute here.
Sure.
Because we're going to see if this works. This is going to be nuts.
Kyle's like,
Kyle's going to lose his mind if he missed out on this. I'm gonna get the link copy, Jay. I'm going to get the link copy to him to join in here. Where's that link? Guys, anyway, so go ahead, Jay, keep talking about it. Just go ahead and wrap up the thought here while about the reveal and what TNA does at the end with the oh shit.
Today's response to this, the audible, and they left it in. They didn't censor it. That's the best part because they've been censoring some stuff here and there. They censored, BG James. Did we talk about the BG James segment? What he said?
Oh shit! I totally missed that. I am so sorry.
Let's rewind it because that just popped in my head because that's actually pretty devastating.
And I think we kind of almost we were talking about if we wanted to address this segment too. And I'm totally sorry. Let's bring this in. We talked about, do we want to discuss this? And Kyle even said, we got to be careful with this segment because this is a very odd segment.
It's very controversial. I mean, back then, it doesn't make it any better, honestly, but yeah.
Go ahead. So go ahead and talk about it. So this was an optional segment to talk about. And I think I had it flagged to kind of exclude for that reason. And it's kind of weird, though. It's kind of a weird segment. And I didn't even mention that we're skipping at the time. But let's go ahead and set it up, Jay. Go ahead and talk about it and then why we wonder if we're going to bring this in.
So this is after the train wreck of a segment where April is backstage with Goldie, and then Brucey jumps in, and Brian Lawler attacks, and Lenny's there calling him a fake gay guy and all this stuff. So that's the build up to this. So now BG James is in the ring and he's about to cut a promo and he gets cut off and he's like, what the hell? He's looking at JB. What the hell?
Yeah.
Here comes Lenny, fresh off the attack from Bruce. And Lenny gets in, and I don't remember if Lenny cut a promo. I don't think he did. I think he just got in there, and his music interrupted BG James. So BG James is hot. He's hot now. He's like, all right, I know you're supposed to be all PC and stuff. And I'm trying to think how he worded this. Something he's like, this isn't this. He said this is not going to be a gay bashing.
It's going to be, oh my God. I'm thinking like I'm just going to beat the hell out of a F word. The derogatory F word
for the gay person. Yeah. And I'm like, the crowd popped.
This
huge.
And again, it's 18 years ago. You can get away with a lot of shit. There was no Twitter, and I get it. I watched it when it happened. I didn't think twice. We all were very casual with this word. Now it's and we talked about it, and Kyle brought it up the other day, and he's like, we got to be careful talking about this segment because it is touchy, and some people will get very upset about it.
All right.
And we don't want to bring too much attention. I flagged, and I meant to bring it up at the time. So I thank you guys so we're kind of pulling it back at the end here just to mention that we didn't mean to cut it out, but we wanted to just kind of gauge it like this.
Yeah.
It was a whole mess of a segment. He does that. It's very controversial. Bruce attacks Lenny in the match. BG is watching the cat fight between the two guys. Lawler attacks Bruce. April's going nuts. BG pins Lenny in the middle of it all. Goldie comes out and then holds April very suggestively, and they walk off hand in hand.
Yeah, she has her arm around her, gives her a smooch on the cheek, and then they walk off holding. They zoom in on the hands. The hands are they're holding hands, and Brian Lawler once again is just losing his mind. This whole segment, from interview to derogatory remark to squash match to beat down at the end because everybody jumps in, it's just bonkers.
It's bonkers. But the wording was the part like I'm not too PC of a guy. I don't get too wrapped up in that stuff, Jay. But I know that this does. Listen, I was at a show one time. I ran an AAW show one time when Homicide cut a promo on somebody live in the crowd, and he used that word. And there was people coming and yelling at me, threatening me for a little lawsuit for getting that word. This is the world we live in now. So we have to be careful. And I'm glad Kyle mentioned it. We got to be careful about, these kinds of segments. They don't want to bring, but it was like basically, I get what they're going for. They're going for they're trying to show a lot of gay inclusivity, right? They're showing the lesbian angle, the gay men angle, but then you got the gay bashing angle. And I was like, oh shit, what the hell is that all about? But again, 18 years ago, people didn't seem to care in that crowd. They were going ahead and chanting it. So it was nuts. But anyway, didn't mean to skip that, but just wanted to wrap it up at the end and mention it. Vince has not gotten back to me, but we'll get him in next week. Jay, how about you make me a deal? I know you're on vacation, but if I get Russo on, you got to pop on here for a minute to join us. I just got to put it out there.
I'd love to.
Okay. I think we caught him late, guys. He was doing his Raw and SmackDown review. He does in the Russo brand.
I'll put it this way. I know Vince. All right. If you guys watch Dark Side of the Ring lately, I was doing a bunch of reviews of those shows on Smash's podcast. Vince, if you don't know, Vince has been in the hot seat lately. Okay. There's been people just bashing the hell out of him for opinions on the Brawl for All?
The Brawl for All, yeah.
The Brawl for All that happened, and it was one of the last reviews I did on my channel recently. It was a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. And it's like, okay, you can say that it was a bad idea for him to come up with that idea, because it's wacky and it's dangerous and whatever. But man, I've got a whole new level of respect for Vince now. And when you listen to this episode and you hear him talk about how he was a writer back then. You can slam him all you want. That was his job to come up with ideas to throw at Vince. He had to throw like 50 ideas at Vince a week, and hoping and praying that they went off well, or that he would accept them.
That's it. Do you blame a writer for the actor's bad job? Do you blame a writer for the director's bad job? That's all it was. He's just a writer. He threw ideas out. So whatever heat you got with Russo, scratch it. The guy's he's actually a really good dude. If you want, I'm a subscriber to the Patreon and to his Russo brand. He's a really good dude. He's very entertaining and a very big inspiration on podcasting for me. He's a fantastic podcast host. Would have been nice if we could have got him, guys. I'll try for next week. Maybe we can pop him on for a few minutes.
Well, this is his debut. He's over this for the next 3 years ish.
Oh,
take a little.
At least through Nashville, he's on character, on screen, and then he goes behind the scenes, and that's the thing. So he goes behind the scenes after that. He's off camera, but I mean, you have a lot to come with the Russo stuff, and so that's coming up with TNA. So anyway, listen.
We got plenty of time to get him on. We could get him on here for a while, just talking about the old TNA days, how we came in here. Love him or hate him, it's not about that. Okay, it's content from when he was back then, and how crazy this time frame was post WCW, post Monday Night Wars.
Yep.
This is a crazy time where there's a lot of free agents, and it was the Wild Wild West in wrestling once again for another reason, and that's why we're having so much fun covering this, because there's surprises every week. You don't know what's going to happen. It's, as we say every week, it's batshit bonkers, and it's just fun.
It's a lot of fun, guys. That's the best thing about TNA is that there is something new. There's people showing up before their careers took off. Even you're going to see people. I think they just released on, and we'll talk about it on the Impact Plus. So they just put out some more gems, Chris Hero matches. Like all these guys show up. It's great. Like you're like, holy crap, that guy was in TNA. What the hell? So a lot of surprises, man. It's a lot of fun to watch, just to kind of see how it all unfolds. But anyway, guys, that was episode number 22. Very action-packed show. I like that one a lot. Really enjoyed that. Like these things were $10 at the time. They were worth every penny. Me and my buddy were splitting them. They were worth every penny of $10. No question about it. It was complete action. It was total nonstop action for 2 hours, man. And I really enjoyed it. So that was it. 23 is going to be next week, guys. Jaybone will be off. Jaybone's he's starting his vacation after tomorrow, guys. We'll be right here. We'll be right here. Rebellion watch along on Twitch, co-stream on Twitch, and the review right after, about a half hour after, we're going live with the review on all the major platforms, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter/Periscope. Join us tomorrow night. Hop on with us. Get right on this. Right when Rebellion starts, we'll be co-streaming it. Jay, I got pizza ready. It's gonna be a blast tomorrow. Kyle will be on tomorrow too. So, guys, that's 22. Again, 23 will be next week. We'll probably have another guest fill in for Jaybone while he's out. Pizza Party Part 2, Bill, absolutely. I got another Mystic Pizza in the freezer. I bought 2 of them, 1 for each night of Rebellion. So we're good to go. All right, guys, don't forget, let's get some plugs in here. Jay, anything you want to plug, or are you just taking it easy? You're not plugging anything right now. What do you want to still plug it? Just have people.
I'll
go ahead, plug it.
It's not dead. It's just on hiatus.
Plug it.
I'm on Smash This Podcast, that other little podcast over on the YouTube. You can go follow me over there. Smash This Podcast is also on Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter box. And the Twitter box for me personally is Jaybone5150. That's JAYBONE 5150.
Beautiful, guys. Don't forget, you can follow the show. All major social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Type in We Talk Impact. At We Talk Impact is the social media handle, or just type in the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast. Comes right up. You can find us in all of those. Feedback, always welcome. Give us a follow. We want you guys to connect with us in between shows, too. It's always great when you guys are hanging out with us in between shows. Catch us on there. Also, guys, don't forget, this show is available in audio, on the go, all major podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Player.fm, YouTube, you name it, we're on it. If you listen to podcasts via audio, we're on one of the channels you listen to. So definitely catch it. Rate, review, subscribe. Don't forget, guys, those help us get seen, get noticed. The numbers, Jay, I got the numbers today. They were fantastic. iTunes last week, iTunes and Stitcher looking great. So those of you listening on iTunes and Stitcher, thank you very much. They looked great. So, guys, don't forget, every Monday night, throwback show. Tuesday night, the weekly Impact Wrestling review. Saturday nights, the Impact Plus weekly breakdown. We talk Explosion and all the Impact Plus content, new stuff. So, guys, that's going to be it. Anything else, Jim? I forget anything?
No, that is it. We will see you guys mañana.
Mañana. You guys will be back tomorrow night. Don't forget Rebellion Night 2. Get ready for it. It's going to be a huge night. Thank you all for joining us.
You don't want to miss it. Just
don't miss it.
Trust me.
Trust us. Special guest. Don't miss it. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for joining us. Jay, hit that video on the way out. We're out of here. Good night, everybody.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday night impacting. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha skin manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The walking weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Non-stop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
this.